What is going on, you guys? Happy Sunday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's April 3rd, 6:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually what we try to do here every Sunday, I like to try to get on when I can and do a weekly rundown of a watch list of stocks we can keep our eyes on for the upcoming week. And then even if I don't stream on a Sunday, something comes up, I still try to post a weekly watch list for you guys here in the Discord. So if you guys are not a part of the Discord here at Trading Learning 101, I should have a link in the video description below or on my YouTube channel. Every weekend, I'm in here posting stocks that I think we should keep on watch for the whole week. And then also Monday through Friday, we have a chat room open to the public so you guys can see throughout the week which stocks we're talking about, what we're looking at, trading strategies that we're currently talking about, and so on. So let's jump into this. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start things off here with the SPY. Now, the SPY recently, we'll look at the daily chart. For the first part of the year, and it's official, the first quarter of the year is in the books. March has come to an end. We're going into a fresh new month, April. So what I like to try to do at the beginning of a new month, I like to have a reset, have an open mind, be very, very noticeable of what's going on, keep my eyes open. What are themes that I'm seeing? March was super hot. It lived up to its name, March Madness, especially for small cap stocks. We had a lot of stocks in March go on epic big runs, and it made up for the first lackluster 3 months of the year. So with the SPY here, we're looking at the daily chart. We're in this downtrend for the first 3 months of the year. And then right when March hit, right here, we started to break up out of that downtrend, and we had a nice rally all the way up to 460s. Last week, at the end of the week, we started to get a pullback, and things are still looking good. We're getting nice tight pullbacks, and we also seen a pop in meme stocks. AMC, GameStop went on some epic good runs, brought some life back into the market. Let's pull over those real quick. GameStop ran all the way up to $200 a share, starting out down here at 80 bucks. This caught a lot of people off guard, I think. GameStop, and I think they recently came out and they announced that they're going to be doing some type of dividend or some type of stock split. I didn't look too much into the news, but we're getting a nice pullback. Friday we opened up right at near 200 again. So let me go ahead and delete a few of these lines here from the past, because we were watching this all week. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday here, we were at 150. We had a good run up all the way up to $200. And then the rest of the week, we pulled back. You could see Tuesday, we started to try and retest that 200. It failed. Came back later in the day, test that 200 again, failed. And it pulled back down. We pulled all the way down to 150 right here, that level there, 150, 160. And then Friday, we were gapping up to that $200. So everybody had this on watch to see if we'd blow over that 200. But this stock got beat down like a redheaded stepchild, back down to 150s. So we all know everybody's going to be keeping their eyes on GameStop, AMC, and all of the meme stocks. real quickly, I want to talk about now Bitcoin real quick. I've been getting more involved with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I'm not going to get involved with the pump and dump cryptocurrencies and all of the crap cryptocurrencies. I really want to focus my attention on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Maybe if we get some momentum in the cryptocurrency world, I'll focus more on like Sheeb and Dogecoin. But as of right now, Bitcoin is my main focus. And Bitcoin went on a nice rally. We were down here at 38,000, and for a week straight, 2 weeks straight, we went on a epic rally from 38,000 all the way up. It topped out at 48,000. So a nice 10,000 run on Bitcoin. And we've been pulling back right here, and it almost looks like Bitcoin wants to squeeze up. I think we want to squeeze up and possibly run up to like 50K. It just has that look. You can zoom in on it right here. See, we popped up here and grinded up to just over 48,000. And then we started to crack and fall apart right here. When we fell down, that's when all these shorts would start to come in. But it was able to save itself and bring itself back up. And you could just tell, like, they're pulling it back and it's consolidating, it's gearing up. I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. Super bullish. I think we get a run up. And the weird thing is with Bitcoin, it runs 24/7. It never stops. So currently, as of right now, things look bullish on Bitcoin. I think we get a run up to 50K. It's looking good. And with Bitcoin, it's going to be your leader. So whatever Bitcoin does, like your Sheep, Dogecoin, Ethereum, those are likely to follow. Now let's talk about stocks. Stocks I want to have on watch for this upcoming week. I already published my list. I like to have a fairly good list going into Monday. That way I have a lot of back burner stocks I can keep my eyes on for potential opportunity. These stocks, they're going to be in no order, you guys. I think that I think they offer potential. So I'm going to keep eyes on them. First up, we got ALLG. This one's been pulling back for 4 straight days. This is a super volatile stock. It's a newer name IPO. It recently went on a nice big run from $8 all the way up to $24. It likes to rip and run, so momentum hits it. I want to keep eyes on it, see how it plays out. ALLG. FRGE, another new name IPO. This one opened up March 22nd, and it recently went on a big run on Wednesday. Here on the 1 minute time frame. Wednesday right here. This is when things really started to heat up for FRGE. This thing just opened up, went sideways, and started stepping up in stairs, and just got that momentum. And from $24, this thing ramped all the way up to $44. And then the next day, we got a nice rip from $34, rips up here to $47. Right in the morning right here. Nice morning squeeze. As the stock opened up, it just trickled down. Right down to $34. From $9.55, it topped out just after 10:05. So in 10 minutes, this stock ran up like $14, $15 a share right there. For day traders, that's the type of opportunity we like to look out for. But there was no follow through in it for FRGE. Since then, it's been pulling back real tight. 2 straight days it's been red. I'd be looking for bounces to the upside on FRGE. Friday we had it on watch as it was just gearing up right underneath that previous day's close. This thing could easily get momentum and just start ripping. So I want to continue to keep eyes on it. FRGE. We can go to smaller priced stocks. Stocks that recently been hot are stocks that were $1 to $3. We've been seeing a lot of true penny stocks pop up in popularity recently. And it was really obvious. I mean, every day pre-market, we had a new penny stock, a handful of penny stocks priced at $1 to $2, gapping up. And the thing with penny stocks like those, you have to play them when they are hot and when they're clearly hot. So they've been hot. I don't know how much longer this trend is going to last. HYMC just recently went on a nice run right here from $1.30 all the way up to a high of $3.20. It's been pulling back really tightly the last few days down to this $2. Maybe we get a nice bounce on it back up here to $2.50, maybe $3. I want to see how it continues to play out. Just keep in mind though, you guys, these penny stocks, they're garbage. So treat them like garbage. Don't emotionally marry these stocks, because eventually this stock will come back down to where it started. They're garbage stocks. So just trade them while they're hot. HYMC, I'll keep on watch for some type of bounce. Maybe retest of high. This ICVX recently had a big sell-off on it. Right here on the daily chart, it was at $15 and it had a big gap down to $8, and then it sold off to $4.25. It's been recently having a nice little dead cat bounce rebound. I want to keep it on watch for a potential gap fill. Here on the 10-minute, this is a line chart. Right here is where it had its downfall. 12. It had a downfall and it bottomed out right here at around 420s. And it's been recently having a good push up here. And we're getting a good little squeeze going on here with the moving averages. This thing runs up to 8. And if it breaks up over 8, it's got a lot of room to run because there's a big gap from $8 up to $12. So there's a potential here. Stock's currently at $6.50. There's potential of $6 a share to the upside on this stock. So I want to keep this on watch and see how it continues to play out. It's been consolidating nicely at around that $7, just hanging out there. So if we continue to hold up $6.50, break up over $7.50, run up to $8, break up over $8, we can get a good run on it. MULN. Marty says you do a great job. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really do. I enjoy what I do. I've been doing this for over 7 years. I've been a content creator on YouTube for over 4 years, and I've been a trader in the market for over 7 years. So I love this, man. I love it. MULN. This stock's been really popular recently, and I still think it's worth keeping eyes on. It went on a nice squeeze. A lot of stuff has happened with this stock. The CEO came out and he sold shares. Bears got in on it, then they got squeezed. This has been a real popular stock recently, and look at all the volume. This is a daily chart, so every one candle on this chart is 1 day of trading. Look at all of this volume recently. All of March, this stock was in play. The whole month of March, even April, at the very end of, or no, January, February, at the very end of March, or February, I'm sorry, I'm getting my words twisted up here. At the very end of February is when this thing started to pick up in volume. And then all of March, it was in play. And looking at this daily chart, I mean, it still looks good. It's holding its gains. You're getting a nice tight pullback here. It's gearing up. It's potentially gearing up to run up, break up over 3. This stock can run to 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of upside potential in MULN. So I want to continue to keep eyes on this. That daily chart looks real good. I think that this has a real good shot at running up to $6. It's got a good opportunity. Remember, volume is king, and I just released a video recently, you guys, specifically on volume. So I try to upload a video for you guys either every day or every other day for you guys. This channel is packed with lessons for you guys. You should be putting in that work and studying my videos. I'm not going to steer you guys in the wrong direction. LCID, this is a popular one, but this is more of like a swing trading type of stock. This got beat down from $28 down $4 a share to $24. We could see a nice little rebound on LCID. I like this stock. A lot of people like this stock. Looking at the daily chart, whenever you see a daily chart, and clearly every day, there's just fantastic volume flowing into this type of stock. That's opportunity right there. These are the types of stocks you should be focusing on for like swing trading. Stocks like Twitter, Snapchat, Uber, those are great swing trading type stocks. We talked about GameStop. I'm trying to quickly blow through this watch list because I don't want this video to be too long. CLVR, this one kept running up and testing that $3 all week. $3 right there. We've pulled back down. I think if we hold up near 250, that area there, we got a good shot running back up, testing 3. And if we break up over 3, this stock's got room to run. And these penny stocks have been hot recently. So keep it on watch. We don't really want to see it fall all the way back down to $2. That's not showing strength. So hold up around this 250 level. We're gear up, run up, test 3 again. We'll see how she plays out this upcoming week. Mid-cap stock, Roblox. This has been getting beat down recently. It was up here at $50, $52 a share. In the last 3 days of the week, it got drilled all the way down to $45. I'm a big fan, you guys. Whenever I have stocks that just get drilled down like this, I like to pay attention to them because they offer great bounces for opportunity. Roblox going into next week, we start to break from this downtrend here and get a bounce. this thing could easily bounce back up to like 50 bucks. And from 45, that's a nice $5 per share upside. Doesn't matter if you're buying stock or if you're trading options, there's opportunity there. You want to be open. Don't just focus on penny stocks. Penny stocks like CLVR. There's actually a lot better opportunity the higher priced in stocks you go, believe it or not. So don't let a stock's price persuade you from paying attention to it. There's opportunity everywhere in the stock market, you guys. Everywhere. RADA, RADA. This one was in play recently. It fell off here from 16 all the way down to 1350. I just wanted to see how this one played out. Probably looking at the daily chart here, you could break it down. There was a wedge right here, and we got this gap up, and it held above where that wedge was, and it built up 1350. Got a nice run up here to 1650, and it pulled back. Now it's holding. I like the look of it. So this is more of like a big picture idea, maybe a potential swing trade. And if you guys are a part of the Discord here, and just as a reminder to you guys, every day, Monday through Friday, I'm in the Discord here streaming to the members. I try to start every day at 9 a.m. and I stream up until noon. So 3 hours, Monday through Friday, I'm in here streaming. And we're talking about opportunities like these every single day. We're all out here trying to make money, and we're working together as a team. We're trying to spot what stocks have the best upside opportunity and the least downside risk. So a lot of big picture idea plays we'd be throwing at each other throughout the day. BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. I want to keep my eyes on this one. It recently sold off from $27.50 all the way down to $22. We could see a nice bounce and a rebound on this. 25 it can run up to $26.50. So keep your eyes on the watch for it to level out, build a base, and then lift up off of that and start bouncing. BBBY. I like BKKT. Looking at the daily chart, look at this thing just level out. That's, if you've been around DATs back in the day, this thing can rip. Look at this thing. This thing ripped. This thing was a popular stock back last year. And recently it sold off, but it's been flatlining at that $4, and it's been trying to build up and gear up. If momentum comes into this, you guys, we look at all this upside potential we have to run up right here. And you can clearly look back and see that this stock likes to run when it has volume and momentum. So this is setting up and gearing up for something. And it's a low float stock, BKKT. BKKT, the float is only 6.3 million. And for you new people here, the float, that's the supply, the shares for the public to trade. So anytime you have a low supply of something and you have a demand, a wave of investors and people that hit that low supply, that's where you get your price action. And prices shoot up and down. And as traders, that's what we need, is volatility and price action. So BKKT, I like this one. Let it continue to build up, and all it needs is a good press release. Just like Remember, Rome, LGVN. LGVN was a top stock this week, but Rome was calling out how the daily chart was looking good, and we were breaking it down, and we said all this stock needs is a press release, and it's good to go. What happened? This stock, holy grail, comes out with a press release, gets an epic gap up pre-market, and then look at how far this stock ran. That's where you got to spot opportunity and just keep eyes on it, where everything aligns. That was a beautiful, beautiful play there on LGVN. And then now you get that experience under your belt. You learn about this. Then you better prepare for the time this happens again, because it will happen again. LGVN got a gap up Thursday right here. It was gapping up, hitting highs up at $10 a share. And this stock just ran all the way up to $15. The next day gaps up, hits just over $16. I mean, this is opportunity here. Even zooming in and looking at this, and when you go back in and break all this down, I mean, all LGVN really did was wedge out, broke out from that wedge, pulled back and held, and then look at all that volume come into it. See the short pause in volume there? Market opened up, it consolidated, volume stepped down, got a quick pause in volume, and then it sidestepped up. And from that, what is that, 950 level right there, this ramped all the way up to 12 bucks. Nice $3 run. Then we're approaching noon right here. That's dead lunch hours. Going into dead lunch hours, we start to pull back down and consolidate. And then before you know it, it's power hour. Look at all that volume. Decay pretty much right there. Going into lunch hours, and then all this volume that came back for power hour. Makes sense? Then everybody jumps back on board at 1050 and runs it all the way up to 1450. Technical analysis doesn't have to be hard, guys. Remember that. You don't have to make it hard. Always try to keep it simple. Break it down as simply as possible. Don't overstress yourself. So LGVN, Friday, it closed up near its highs. You best believe people are going to be having this on their watch list Monday. So who knows what happens with LGVN. And looking at this daily chart on LGVN, let's do a quick comparison real quick. You got LGVN, this is the daily chart. Now look at that BKKT. Daily charts look very similar, don't they? And look what LGVN did. LGVN got that press release, and look what happened right there. All that volume showed up. That's where I'm putting everything together with BKKT and saying this is set up and ready. All it needs is a press release, and this thing, it's good to go. So it's all about putting everything together to make sense. DATS, let's check it out. Yeah, DATS, same thing. This thing's primed and ready. Daily chart looks really good. You could tell clearly just by looking back that the stock, it ran in the past. Anytime you look on the daily chart, you guys, I tell you all the time, you really want to pay attention to the small little details that people easily overlook. Because most people, just as an example, you guys, And I'm not bashing people in general. I'm not bashing traders. It's you want to be at the 10%. You want to think differently than everybody else. That's what I'm trying to say here. We all know most people, they want to add on indicators. They want to add on RSI. They want to add on all of these different indicators, average true range, all this stuff, MACD. So look at, I add all of this stuff onto my charts. I'm going to be focusing all on these indicators here, and I'm going to overlook the simplicity of it. You're going to overlook the setup with just basic candlesticks and the daily chart and the price action and volume. So they blind themselves and they overwhelm themselves. It's okay to have a couple indicators on your chart, but you shouldn't have to rely on them. So DATS, keeping it bare bones, simple, basic. Yeah, if we get momentum in this and we start to break up over 4, this stock's got room to run all the way up to almost $7. And then it's got room to run up to 8. I mean, it's got a lot of potential, man. Just needs that golden press release, that like LGVN. So that is a good one. I'll add that to the watch list. DATS. Next up, I got NEXT still on my list. This stock recently went on a beautiful run from $4 up to $7. It's up pretty much at multi-year highs. We can run up to $8. We break up over 8, we got room to run up to 10. So we'll see how NEXT decides to play out. And this was an epic comeback here at the end of the day, Friday. It's a bit of a lighter volume play, but if you're a part of the Discord here and you're familiar with the types of stocks that we like to call out here, you know what we're talking about with stocks like this. Jose says volume is key. Exactly. Volume trumps all. Amtx recent IPO play similar to AKAN, around 4.5 million float, I believe. All right, I'll pull that one up in just a moment. So BRCC here. This one's got a good 10-minute chart. We got a nice rounding bottom. Kind of almost like a cup and handle action going on here. We start to break up over 22. The stock can really start running. The daily chart. This is a new name IPO. The first day it opened was right here. Back in February 10th, 2022. I don't know what these two dots are. That's back in 2004. But this one's breaking up to all-time new highs here. We start to break up over 22, 23. Who knows how far this one can go? It's got a good setup. BRCC. That's why I got it on my watch list. I want to see how this one plays out. Next up, Bfri. Same thing like LGVN, BKKT, DATS. The daily chart is primed and ready. So we get that press release or momentum comes into this. We got a lot of room to run here to the upside. You could tell too, looking at the daily chart, We got a nice perk up, pulled back, consolidated, perked up. Now it's getting a nice tight micro pullback here. It's gearing up for that break and run up to 4. Breaks up over 4, we'll run up to 450. A lot of good opportunities out here, you guys. A lot of good opportunities. IMTE. Now this stock, look at the daily chart. Since the beginning of March, so all of March, this stock has been trending up. This is the daily chart. Look at how volatile this stock has gotten recently. This is the 10-minute chart. It perked up right here and had a nice run. Then it fell off right here, rounded out, and it just kept building up. And it's been holding trend and ramping up to new highs. I don't know how much longer this is going to run for. Look at the 1-minute chart. Thursday, look at how wild price action is with this. Look at Thursday. Thursday it opened here at 22.50, ran up to 24.50, flushed out down into a halt at $21. It reopens at $18, flushes out to $17, and then rips all the way up to new highs. All the way up to a high of $30. This thing ran from $17 to $30. That's some wild, wild plays there. Even on Friday, we were looking at this as it was at $30. And from 30, this had a nice run up to $38.50. It's a nice $8 per share run. So as long as it holds up, I would say 30 and 32 builds up off of that. Who knows how far this can go. But once it starts breaking that trend, this stock's going to crash hard. The float on IMTE is only 2.6 million. And then, of course, AKAN. This is a new name IPO. Look at the daily chart. This opened up at $30 a share. Flushed all the way down to $8. And it's just been going sideways from 8 up to 10. So if momentum comes into this, breaks up over that $10. Look at the 10-minute here. We start to break up over 10 on this. It's got room to run up to 13, 15, 17.50, 20. That's a lot of upside potential and opportunity for this stock. And you could see how it's just like popping, pulling back, gearing up, popping, pulling back, gearing up, popping, pulling back, gearing up, popping. Like it just has that look. Something's going to happen with this down the road. We just don't know when. All right, what's that other one? Amtx. Yeah, looking at this one, just recently had a big gap down. Who's up here at $57, and it had a huge gap down here to $15.50. Looks like it's starting to build up. We break up over 17.50 and run up to 20. Break up over 20. That's a big gap to fill right there. And it's a medium float stock. The float is only 16.3 million. Look at the 10-minute. Look at that flat line. And then right there, perks up, pulls back and gears up. Right here, pops up. Now it's pulling back and it's holding at like this 1550s. So I think if we hold up at 1550 and build up off of that, we can run right back up to 16, break up over that, run up to 17. And if, who knows, if volume comes into this, man, there's a lot of upside potential. Antx. I'll throw that on the watch list too. We'll see how that one plays out. All right, I got a couple more stocks here. ISIG. This one went on a nice run last week. ISIG on Wednesday, right here, right out of the open from $10 a share, it ran all the way up to a high of $14.50. So a nice $4.50 run. And then Thursday had a nice run on it. And then Friday, right from that 11 bucks, gets a nice run up to $14.50. Man, that was a good one. I'd say if we hold up at 12, 1150. I'm going to say 1150, 12. We hold up at that level there, we could definitely run back up to that 14. And if we break up over 14, man, this is the daily chart. There's 14. We break up over that. Look at all this opportunity we got to run up right here. Up to 20 bucks. So that's a lot of upside potential for this stock. The float on ISIG, it's only 1.1 million. That's a super low float stock. See right here. This is why I like Street Smart Edge. And I have it set up like this. This little box right here. You got the shares outstanding right there and the float right there. See how total float 1.1 million. That's your supply for you new people out there. So a low supply of something. And this is why a lot of gurus like these low float stocks. Look at this daily chart. See the recent run here from $5 a share? Right here. This thing ran all the way up to 35 bucks. And what? 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days. It ran up $30 a share. That's good opportunity. Pick up 1,000 shares. Just to think about that, like pick up 1,000 shares at $5. It's a $5,000 investment from bottom to top. 30 times 5 is what? It's 150. That's $35,000 in profit from bottom to top if you were to have traded that perfectly. But us as traders, we're not looking for the exact bottom to the exact top type of trades. All we want is just a slice of the pie like that. And to continue to do that every day, You focus on one trade at a time. That's what it's all about. As the saying goes, what's that? Pigs get slaughtered. So ISIG, we'll keep this on watch, see how this one plays out. And to keep in mind too, we're going into a new month. So it's going to be super important for us, you guys, to be very observant of what we're noticing going on across the board. Are themes changing? Are patterns changing? What are you seeing? Because remember, the quicker you pick up on these patterns, the longer you're able to capitalize on them. I think the cat is out of the bag, and I think everybody and their mother knows that small penny stocks at $1, $2 have been hot, and newer IPOs have been hot. See, the more people know about it, that's when it's going to stop working. Antx just IPO'd on March 25th. Okay. That was a bit off. I've never seen that on the daily chart when those two little dashes back in 2004. I don't know what was up with that. So TELL, T-E-L-L, this was on last week's watch list. Monday, so Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday here. We opened up Monday. It wedged out all day. Tuesday, it dipped down to 450. But after that, Tuesday morning, this stock rallied and came all the way back, running up to 650. So a good $2.50 run on it the rest of the week. And then looking at the daily chart, this looks pretty good if you ask me. We're holding up here, old resistance. It ran up here to 650. It did fill that little gap right there. So I think if we hold up $6, $5.50, it's going to be hard to say right now. If it breaks down below 550, it's over with. I'd want to see it hold up at 6 and continue to push up from there. So this range right here, it's going to be very important for TELL. HTCR, Hardcore Enterprise, this is another new name IPO. I've probably showed you guys what, like 5 different new IPOs that opened all within the last month or so. HTCR here is another new name IPO. I mean, just look at this daily chart. This is primed and ready. We get momentum in on this. This thing could easily ramp back up to 425, then run up here to 5. And then if we break over that, we run up here to 6. We're at all-time new highs. So HTCR, there's good potential in this one too. A lot of stocks in play. GREE, this had a really good run Friday. We're just going to have to see if it continues. Up out of nowhere, this stock came. You can clearly see, looking back on this, that was last Friday, that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday it did this. Look at all that. There's no volume. And then look at all that volume hit it. And this ran from 850 all the way up to a high of 1250. So GREE, We're just gonna have to see where it opens up on Monday. It's still kind of technically, I don't know, it's hard. We're up here at 12. We break over 12. We got room to run up here to about 15 bucks. And then over 15, we got that room to run up to 20. There's potential for GREE. Let's see if I can draw out a trend line. $9.50. I'm thinking like $10.50 is the sweet spot. Either 10 or $10.50. That's going to be like the make it or break it line. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Yep, there you go. So GREE, let's keep this on watch, see how this unfolds. That was a good run. Okay, so it looks like April 1st. Greenwich Generation swings to Q4 adjusted profit. Revenue increases. So it's like an earnings winner. GREE. And then the last stock I have here on my list, CSSE. This one, Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's the name of the company. We found this one on the stock screener from Friday's stream. We picked this up. It was up here at 48 bucks. And it recently sold off all the way down to 8. So from, what is that? June of 2021, it was in a bear market pretty much all that time. And it just recently popped out here. So it could be maybe reversing. And you could see a nice swing on this up to 20. Maybe 25, 30. I think it's worth keeping an eye on. CSSE. Jose asks, what do you think about that weed stock sector getting hot? We are getting on 420. What do you see on TLRY? Well, I know here in Michigan, I live in Michigan. Over the weekend, they had that marijuana festival that they do every year in downtown Ann Arbor. The thing with pot stocks, man, and I've said this for the longest time. Pot stocks are garbage, bro. They're garbage. Don't invest into pot stocks. They're garbage. They naturally decay. They were hot once. And even looking at this daily chart, see how quickly, looking back on this, how quickly it ran up and then it crashed super hard and nothing happened for the longest time. And then once again, right there, quickly heated up, ran up, crashed down. Pot stocks are garbage, bro. Think about it. Every corner you go to, there's a marijuana dispensary. It's over diluted with people wanting to make money in it, man. There's no money to be really made. I mean, there is money to be made in pot stocks, but everybody wants to do it, man. And in the stock market, it doesn't hold value. Every corner you go to, there's like a handful of marijuana dispensaries. So everybody's competing with each other. It's just, you want to be more like independent, I would say. if you're gonna get involved with this stuff. If you get what I'm saying. Uncle Sam's got his hands dipped into it. But TLRY, this recently popped up. And they do the same thing every time, man. They pop up and then they just naturally decay all the way back down to where they came from. Simply from the fact it's just human nature repeating itself. Every single time the pot stocks pop up, like it did recently, everybody thinks, oh, it's heating up, I should buy, it's going to continue. And it doesn't. And it traps them, and then they end up holding on to it for 5 months, 6 months, a year, and then it finally pops, and then all those bag holders, they're tired of holding it, they sell, and a new wave of investors and people that don't know come in and take those shares, and then they become bag holders. So it's a never-ending cycle. But the proof is in the pudding right there, man. You can even look at this on the weekly chart. Flip this over to a weekly. See? Just like, look at how beat down they drag it down, and then it dramatically sells off right here. And then it pops, gets beat down again, pops, gets beat down, pops right there. Then it got beat down for the longest time. Think about all the bag holders that bought in when times were good here back in February of 2021. So this was in February of 2021. And then it got beat down for, what is that? A year straight. TLRY got beat down here. So imagine being a bag holder buying there, and then you're holding it for a year as it decays all the way down. And then the first pop you get, everybody's going to want to, they're tired of holding it and tying up their money. They're sick of it. So they want to get out. Pot stocks, man, they're hard, dude. They're hard. I knew one person that came in here. He even named himself like 420. And all he would focus on every day was pot stocks. And I don't even think he's around anymore, man. Yeah, stay away from pot stocks, man. They're garbage. I can't tell you. And I know I piss off a lot of people when I talk about pot stocks and bash them, but it's the truth, man. They're garbage. They're garbage. Too many hands are in the honeypot. Too many hands. It was great and hot when they first started to approve all of these laws for recreational cards and dispensaries. That was a hot time for pot stocks, but then after that, nothing really ever happened. DLRY, my guess for it, it's gonna come all the way back down to 6, 550, may even push it lower. You're gonna want to probably see if $6 can hold up. It's going to fall back to 6, TLRY. It's just a matter of time. So if you're a long term on TLRY, you're gonna want to see 6 hold up. If it falls below 6, she's done. Daily chart looks good, but don't let it fool you. Look it back. Remember, always look back on the daily chart. Look at the stock's personality. Look at it, how many times this stock popped up before trapped people, and then they decayed it all the way down. They did it a lot. Way back here, back in 2018. They did it right here. Trapped people, then they decayed it for the longest time. They popped it up right there, making it look like it was going to reverse. Look at that wave of volume come in. Trapped them, decayed it back down even lower. Now they're doing it here with more people. Look at that little pop that it recently got compared to these pops. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let it prove to you first. If it can run up and break up over 10 and hold, then maybe. Remember, you want to think differently than everybody else. You're the 10%, right? Smart money. Any other stocks you guys want me to check out before we end today's stream? I already covered all of the stocks that I have on for my weekly watch. And I'll add on your two stocks there, Rome, Antx and DATS. And for you, all of you guys here, down in the video description, there should be a link to the Discord. Every Sunday, I try to post my weekly watch list for you guys. And then throughout the week, Monday through Friday, we're in here in chat calling out stocks, plays to look out for, what's hot on the day. The whole goal of a chat room is you want to have multiple eyes in the markets, spotting opportunities, or staying in touch what's going on. So I posted my watch list here. We talked about Bitcoin. We're going into a new month. Did I add LGVN to the list? Yeah, I did. So we got a good list going into next week. CRTX. CRTX. Yeah, I thought we just talked about this one. This one's gearing up. This stock got beat down. Dang. All right, let's look at it. Break it down real quick. CRTX. Right now it's running up and trying to test that $7. Breaks up over 7. This thing can run up here to about 850. See the daily chart, it recently got beat down pretty hard. Started to free fall and collapse right here at 90 bucks. It free fell down to 70. And then it free fell to 55. And then it had a huge gap down. This stock just got straight up nuked, man. Straight up nuked. Imagine the people that were buying the dips on this. This should just go to show with you guys. Just because a company or a stock has a dip does not mean they have to bounce. And we've seen many examples like this. Sava was one of them. Remember when Discovery and DISCA, DISCK, and when JP Morgan sold a buttload of stock, everybody thought it was going to bounce and it didn't. If we can start to get some momentum, I'm going to say, man, we have to break up over 10 bucks for CRTX. I want to see momentum come into it. It's just starting to heat up. it can run back up here to about 1850, 20. I think it's worth keeping an eye on, see how it plays out. It's going to take a bit of time. It's still setting up, so let's see how it continues to unfold and set up. This is more of a big picture play here. I like it though, Rome. Float isn't bad on it either. NEGG. Yeah, this is another good one. Like a lot of stocks we've been seeing, it's almost like they're gearing up for a big move. NEGG, this has got room to run up to 10, up to that 200-day moving average. And this is a former runner in the past, NEGG. NEGG, I remember this stock. Yeah, it ran way back here in 2021. It ran from $10.50 all the way up to a high of $79 a share. NEGG. Let me see if I posted any charts on it in the past. I know, look at it. We're all talking about it here back in 2021. I just can't remember if we posted any charts on it. Yeah, NEGG, it's got a lot of history. Right here, look at, I posted one chart. That's why with you guys, you'll see me a lot of times in the Discord. I'll just post random charts and I'll tag it with the ticker symbol. That way I can go into Discord, go to the search bar, type in the ticker, and now look, now we have a chart from the past we can work off of. So here recently, not recently, but last year, NEGG from 20 bucks right here, it ran all the way up to a high of $79 right there. And practically not even half a day, man. That's insane. And then look at that decay all the way back down to where it came from right there. So NEGG, it started to run at the very end of the day there. And then the next day, it continued in the morning, pulled back, and then grinded back up to new highs. That's crazy. That's the type of opportunity the stock market can give you, man. That's a $60 per share run up in one trading day right there on NEGG. That's $60, man. And people were getting excited when AMC and GameStop squeezed up like that. And it's like, psh, we see stocks do that all the time. It's just people give up and quit. They overtrade, blow up, and it's sad, to be honest. Here's another chart, NEGG in the past. Yeah, after it topped out, though, it just straight up decayed for days. Literally all the way back down to where it came from. Yep, nice bounce there from 44 up to 53. Some good charts in here, man. What's up, Fernando? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good weekend. So I think we talked about a lot of the stocks we want to keep on watch going into next week. I won't drag on this stream for too much longer. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And literally just before I went live here, I posted a new video for you guys to check out. Don't overlook that one. And then I have a video scheduled to post tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. Enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. If you're new to the channel here, hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders.